Today, we're going to be talking about what it is that makes your studio a pro. Is it the gear that you have? I want to chime in on what Barry John's studio is talking about now. He has a nice setup. Does that mean you're going to get a pro sound? I would hope so if this is what you like to do. As far as me, it really doesn't take a professional studio like Mr. Barry to get great results. So let's see what he's talking about.
That sound as good as what you hear out there. And so that, to me, more than anything else, is what defines you as pro. And I just said one key word there. What makes a home studio pro?
What makes a home studio pro? Is it the lavish flash and lights? Is it the endless analog? It looks fabulous. You want to have an assistant engineer. 9 times out of 10, big studios is going to have an assistant engineer. They're going to pull up the whole session. They're going to have it color coded. They're going to have everything ready for the mix engineer to come in and do his thing. The question is, would I want to have this? I don't know. The more gear you get, the more complicated things get. I don't know. Let's see what he's going to say.
It's you.
Oh, all right.
You and your knowledge and your skill set. That's ultimately will make a bigger difference than $1 billion worth of outboard gear.
It's all about your knowledge on what you're doing.
The most expensive microphones ever created, known to man. Every piece of vintage gear that you can get your hands on, to where you make all the other so-called professionals look silly because they don't have a studio as good as yours. That's not what's going to make it pro. It's going to be your knowledge and your skill set. So before you start focusing on all of this gear and all of these other things,
it's a lot to take in. Let me be the first one to say it is a lot to take in. If you on a creative side, for all the people that's in the box, just a producer's dream, because it's all recallable. You don't have to worry about any analog settings, taking pictures, writing notes. What I'm trying to say is I would always probably like to stay in the box with just a little touch of analog going on. But for the most part, I think in the box is where it's at.
You need to get outside your comfort zone. You should be working on music that you hate just to be able to do it and learn the skill sets associated with it.
Doing things out of your comfort zone. This channel is not about one genre. Let's cut to the chase. It's all about what you feel inside. Whether it's hip hop, whether it's house, whether it's R&B, whether it's trap, whatever it is. If you have the ability to writing and producing out of all the love of genres, that's a good thing instead of being just one genre. Like he said, produce things you hate. Challenge yourself.
Learning to be able to mix and record a variety of different styles will make a huge difference in your knowledge base, because every little piece of knowledge you get, it's like putting that knowledge becomes another tool in your tool chest, so that as you progress through this, and you may start with an empty tool chest, as you progress through it, you will be able to open that tool chest and pull out the right tool at the right time for the right set of circumstances.
Now he said a chest. You know, my slogan is always a toolbox. What's in your toolbox, whether it's free plugins. This is essentially a good tip from a man that has it all. A well-balanced studio, hybrid, I would say. But you know, just knowing that you can really get everything you need out of this. You really don't need the flashy lights, the analog. You don't. If you know how to do certain tasks in your environment, then you should be good,
because you've already been there and you've already done that.
Right.
Before you start focusing on getting that aesthetically pleasing studio, focus on your skills. If you don't have the money to go out and buy nice monitors and treat your room, boom, go buy yourself some VSX headphones. You won't regret it, I promise you. And ultimately, you can do great results with that. But all the greatest gear in the world with mediocre skills is not going to get you the result that you're looking to achieve.
Mediocre results if you don't have the knowledge to put songs together. I think it's a great point in having the most expensive monitors in your facility and you don't have a treated room. It's a showcase for you. I understand that, but you're really not gonna get that great result versus having more treatment in your room and having smaller speakers.
You've got this great thing out there called YouTube that can teach you just about everything you need to know. Understand compression, understand EQ, understand the EQ range, right? EQ range that each particular instrument sets in, so that when you're done, you can identify every single instrument in there, and it's not all just a bunch of mush where they're fighting each other. There's so much to learn out there. Focus on that, because at the end of the day, you can achieve what we'll call professional sounding results with an average interface, an average microphone with average microphone preamps. You can get that done if you take the time to learn the skills associated with it.
Just learning the skills. Be passionate about what you like to do. Don't settle just because. Always challenge yourself. Make sure you click the like and subscribe, and we're going to see you on the next video. Great talk. I like that.